The last oasis of Khalid was the greatest poet in the city of 1,000 fountains, but his heart had become a desert. The words that once flowed like a river had dried up, leaving only the dust of old rhymes. An old desert wanderer told him, "Go to the whispering dunes. There is a spring that does not water the land, but the soul. But you must bring it a gift it cannot refuse." Desperate, Khalid went. For days he walked until the world was only sand and sky. He found the spring, a mere dampness in the shade of a single ancient rock. Beside it sat the guardian, a woman whose eyes were the color of twilight. "You seek inspiration," she said, not as a question. "The spring will speak, but only after you have given it your greatest treasure." Eagerly, Khalid laid down his pouch of gold coins. The spring was silent. He offered his jeweled inkpot. Nothing. Finally, in frustration, he placed his laurel wreath of fame upon the rock. The silence deepened. "What else is there?" he cried, his voice swallowed by the dunes. The guardian pointed to the empty water skin at his belt. "It is not what you carry. It is what you cling to. Your pride, your name, yourself." Defeated, Khalid knelt. It was the hardest thing he had ever done. He wasn't Khalid the poet anymore. He was just a man, alone and silent, in a vast desert. He cupped his hands, not to take, but to offer his emptiness. And into that emptiness, a single, perfect drop of water fell from the rock above the spring. It hit his palm with a sound that echoed louder than any applause. It was the sound of a seed breaking open underground, the sound of a star being born, the sound of the very first word, before it was ever spoken. Khalid did not write a poem that day. He walked back to the city, his hands still empty. But when a child asked him of the desert, he did not speak of its size or its heat. He simply said, "It is patient." And in that one word, everyone who heard it understood the entire universe. He had found a language deeper than poetry. He had found the truth that wears silence as its robe.